Ajani, as a baby, as a toddler, as a young person in school, was always very mellow. Not a lot of things upset him.
He's pretty determined, though. When something he thought was right or that wasn't fair, he was pretty persistent, too.
So he succeeded against all the odds, because when Ajani started to go to school, they said that I should put him away in a home someplace because he really would never talk, he would never read, he just wouldn't function. When you speak to the experts and they give you all of the doom and gloom, you really have to be really strong to really ignore some of that and push forward anyway, which is what Ajani's all about.
But we always believed that he had capacity. We always were continuing to see movement and growth just at his own pace. And it turned out we were right. He was worth the wait. AJ's been very aware of the fact that he was one of the very first of the employees from LifeWorks to be placed at Allianz, and then the first to be offered a full-time opportunity at Allianz. And he's really kind of paving the way for other young people with special needs to have an opportunity like this. I think he's also very aware of the fact that if his performance wasn't up to par, it wasn't going to be just a reflection on him. It was a reflection on whether this experiment, because it really was an experiment, I think, when LifeWorks first placed people into Allianz. And he felt, I think, a responsibility to do well because of that. And I think he's really feeling that he's made not just an impact in terms of the quality of his own life, but maybe he's opened doors for others too.
When AJ started out, he seemed fairly quiet. Wasn't sure where he would go with this. But all of a sudden, as he started to kind of trust us, he started to blossom and grow.
Then AJ was coming to me and saying, what can I do next?
Gretchen, his job coach, and I were like, okay, let's try something new.
And then we were moving him to departments where he was independent, and his co-workers in the department did the training and the overseeing of his quality.
His quality was perfect.
He really has been able to dream it and then find out who can help him and then see that dream come to fruition.
One of the proudest moments, and I think it was the culmination of so many years, was when he was able to move into his own apartment. He'd been living in a group home before, and while he was in the group home, part of his thing was to work, to get the skills that he needed to be able to live on his own. One of the things that really struck home for me was when Ajani said, I get to control my own temperature. And that was just it seems like such a tiny thing, but oh my gosh, to not have that control over your life and to now be able to do that, this is what we've been working towards all along.
He's real happy. He loves being on his own. He loves having people over saying, this is my apartment.
He's really taking a more active role in kind of managing his support system.
I mean, one of the wonderful things is that they're not paid staff. They're actually relationships that he's
developed
built.
And cultivated, yeah.
Yes, that's right. He has a sister who lives out of the country. How could he live his life here without having somebody right up next to him? So therefore, we have a network of friends that he's developed who will be here for him. I mean, I'm a lot more optimistic than I used to be about what his future will be. And now I think, given who he has at work, the connections he has at work, and the connections he has in the community, I think that he'll be fine. You know, he's developed his own relationship with my daughter's husband, they live in Costa Rica. Even that relationship, I think that he spent some time cultivating, because now he'll say, well, you guys are going to be gone. So now it's going to be Erica and Ravis. So I really need to have the relationship with them, which is as it should be. At his apartment, he tries to do a lot of organizing there, bringing people together.
Because this is an apartment building for special needs people. And
they had a meeting.
Showing leadership there.
Yeah, they had a meeting the other day, and apparently so Ajani showed up. It was an open house. Showed up, and they said, well, this is just for the parents and guardians of the residents. And Ajani says, well, I live here. This is my building. So I'm going to stay and listen. And he did. He says, I can't believe that they're talking about us without talking to us. I think what he wants to do is to build that community there. So between LifeWorks and Allianz, we have this wonderful adult who is blossom. He talks to people, he gives instruction to people, he can train people.
One of the most beautiful things with Ajani is watching him come in as a young man and develop and grow into this leader with our company.
And he has one of those traits that you just can't teach as a leader. He's fun to be around, but he works really, really hard, and he's always looking for that next opportunity.
Ajani runs the show now. His nickname is Showtime.
He's not only considered this a job, he made it a career.
We had his 37th birthday party a year ago, and he invited a number of his coworkers. And it was quite interesting to see a number of young, normally abled people who we hadn't met before come to Ajani's birthday party because Ajani invited them to his birthday party. And when we said something about the training and how they get trained, he said, "Oh yeah, Ajani trained us." And we had these three normally able young men all going, "Yeah, this is our mentor. This is the guy who's taught us how to do our job." And that was just kind of a paradigm shift for me. That was really a beautiful moment.
It was really quite a wonderful moment.
I do have special needs kids, and so when you watch them, when they're able to apply themselves and achieve something, it is so fantastic. The amount of excitement and pride that they have within themselves, but then all those around them that are part of helping them and support them.
One of the best things he's taught me through this experience is that there is no limitations to his capabilities.
I mean, he talks about how he liked to maybe do more with politics, for example, and I've thought, really? And he said, yeah, maybe I should run for city council. And I'm thinking, well, you know what? He knows how to build a team of support.
Yes,
that's what it takes. Maybe we'll have our first differently abled, local politician, and that would be amazing, because he really does have a desire to make an impact and to serve. He really is a very authentic advocate for people who have different kinds of abilities, and he does have some significant, abilities around leadership and building a team. It's pretty remarkable.
I mean, I think coming here really showed him that he could be a leader. But now he's asking, what else can I do? How can I grow? What else can I do in this company?
What do I hope for him? I hope he gets what he wants and desires in life. And I hope I'm here to see that happen.
I have to pinch myself to know that, oh my gosh, he's doing it. He's actually doing it. And to have a young man like Ajani with special needs be acknowledged, it's priceless. It really is just really priceless. He will use this for a long time.
So I think for me, as I see AJ get this award, I think of my kids someday achieving what they want to get out of life. So congratulations, AJ. Great job.
Congratulations, AJ.
On earning the LifeWorks Personal Achievement Award.
Congratulations, Ajani, on your Personal Achievement Award, and keep up the great work.
Your family all the way down in Costa Rica is super proud of you.
Congratulations, Ajani.